It seems like Denver's kind of pivoting in more ways than one. My thing is this, and this is what I really wonder when it comes to the national media. What are they going to say now about this organization now that if DeMeco Ryans comes here, and it looks like he's going to, it looks like he's the front runner. If DeMeco Ryans chooses this job, what are they going to say? I mean, seriously, like, what are they going to say? Because, again, I'm the most critical person of this organization. They know it. Everyone knows it. The difference between me and a national media just sounding off, I have to go in that locker room with the players. I have to talk to the business people. I have to talk to the owners. When I criticize them, we are allowed to criticize them. You listen to our show, you know damn well we criticize it. In the Loop, 10 to 2, Sports Radio 610. They can just throw stuff out there, and then there's like nothing that they have to answer for. They've thrown out all types of stuff about the Texans organization. Nobody wants this job. No competent candidate wants to go there. Okay, this is the top guy. Denver wanted him. If he comes here, what are you going to say now? Well, they might be a racist organization and yada, yada, yada. Okay, DeMeco Ryans comes here. What are you going to say now? Well, they have a history, though. Bob McNair, yada, 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 like secondhand accounts of what Bob McNair said, who's done more in this community than anyone else ever has, who players who've played for him have nothing but good things to say from all walks of life. You throw all that history out there, and you throw these accusations at a guy, secondhand accounts, and he's not even in good enough condition. He's dying to defend himself. And people behind the scenes probably knew that they could defend Bob, but they didn't want to get jumped on either because it didn't matter what they said because people had their own agenda to attack Bob. DeMeco Ryans knows Bob McNair more than anyone. You think if DeMeco Ryans thought Bob McNair was what the national media had made him out to be all these years, that DeMeco Ryans would be coming here, especially with all the other options that he apparently has? So what are they going to say now about that? No one wants the job. Top candidate takes it. Hell, Stephen A. said no black guy should take the job. That's not his words. That's mine. African-American taking the job. The third straight African-American that they've hired. What are they going to say about that? No top candidate wants it. What are they going to say about that? Like, it's a moving goalpost, and I just wonder, where does the goalpost move? Where does it go? I mean, you could say this organization has sucked the last 8 years. That's valid criticism. But some of the stuff that's been put out there is absolute silliness. And you're going to have people like Josina Anderson and all these other national media types saying, well, he did his due diligence, and apparently he believes the Texans are heading in the right direction. No shit. It's the whole point of a coaching search. Well, they want to use their leverage. No kidding. But what are they going to say now? What's going to be said? Because this pushes a lot of this stuff to the side. It's an appealing job. It's not like the last couple of years, like the comparing the Lovie Smith and David Culley situation in the last 2 years to this one. It's weird. I just don't know what's going to be said now. I'm legitimately interested to see what the reaction is going to be based on some of the stuff that has been said. You got to stop doing that. That's got to stop being the default that people go to with that. And DeMeco would know better than anyone else. Like, if all this stuff were true, not just currently and future-wise, but in the past, you think a man who's made $50 million in his career is going to come here? If all the stuff they say about him is true, about the organization is true, say what you want. Dumpster fire, joke, embarrassing, should have never hired Bill O'Brien. If you could fire owners, Cal McNair would have gotten his ass fired early on in his tenure. No matter what, yes, he would have. Terrible, awful, embarrassing what they've done from 2017 to now. Embarrassing, terrible, pathetic. Can you fully trust that the right people are in charge? Fair criticism. But all this other crap that's been being put out there, come on, man. Like, What do we say now? We just let that go away like it never happened? Because I'm cool with it. We can move past it, but damn, be a little bit better next time. And that man couldn't even barely stay alive. And you are going secondhand counts on him and stuff like that. People are scared to defend his ass because they don't want to get drugged through it. DeMeco knew Bob. DeMeco knows this situation. DeMeco had options. So what's the deal now? What are we going to say? We just going to move on? Cool with it. I don't even get involved on that type of stuff online. There's no win there. And there's nothing that could have been said, but damn, where are we going now, Stephen A? You can question DeMeco Ryans? You can call him a sellout? It's what you said when the job was open. What'd you say? No brother should take the job? Nobody wants the gig? We'll see what happens. But it's going to be exciting. I'm also amused